It's Midwest, and we decided off stream. I said 10-1 is what I would take.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to take that bet because I think that's a. I would take the over on that bet. In other words, if they played 100 times,
what would be the number that?
If they played 100 times, I would bet that Florida.
What would be the breaking point?
Wait a minute. Let me.
What
think.
would be the breaking point for you?
Let me look at the crew.
Where would take
I'm really going to simulate it in my mind. Plup, H-Box, Wizzy, Gatsu, Drunk Sloth versus Duck, KJH, Ginger, Absent Page, and Michael.
Take your time. I know your brain takes
now
processing power.
If they played these crews 100 times, how many times would Midwest win?
Take your time, Bobby. It's a hard calculation. They would win sometimes. Midwest would definitely win.
I think
a bunch
10
of the
is
times,
not
actually.
bad. Not a bad guess.
Because they're pretty deep.
I think that I might take the See, here's the thing that's caca.
Yeah, caca.
Is that Duck,
I also
depending on who goes in and depending on how they're playing, could get ended.
Midwest just had the best start possible, by the way. Ginger versus Wizrow?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like
that's a great start.
I very much agree.
They won the blind, and they also just won the first stock. I don't know. Midwest has a real chance.
I think 10 is a pretty good...
or maybe I'm upselling you because I'm trying to win more money. I don't know. Maybe
I think 10's a good number.
Maybe I'm a dirty grimer.
No, I think it's a good bet. I think it's a good bet, but I'm already...
10. Yeah, you're in the hole. It's okay.
I'll take it. You want to take it? 15? 150?
I'm down.
You can make it a lower dollar number.
The thing is, I actually think Midwest is a serious shot here.
All right, well, but you don't like your 10-1 number anymore.
I'm fine with it.
That's fine. If you don't like it,
I'm down to do it.
All right, we'll do it then.
Okay.
All right.
So to clarify, what am I up on you right now?
15.
And this will be 15 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Odds are that Florida's
I'm
win.
giving you the first two stocks. We saw the first two stocks before doing this. That's a pretty big deal. And Ginger's destroying it.
But I still...
I mean, Midwest's win condition is actually pretty varied. There's a lot of ways they can win. Because I think
most ways they lose.
I think if Hungrybox gets taken out by one of the Foxes,
this is not good.
Yeah, it's not good. If Hungrybox gets taken out by one of the Foxes, you're looking at Duck going off.
Why did they send Wizzy in first? Who is the coach?
There's also Pluck, huh?
Who's the coach here?
Dude, Florida always has the worst decisions, but they're just carried by the talent. That's the. Don't you hate that in life?
I do dislike that.
It's the kid who doesn't study but gets 100 every time.
I dislike that very much. Well, I was a kid who didn't study and got 100. So I don't have a problem with that so much as I have a problem with people who are thinking losing to people not for just because it happens to work out that you don't actually have to think in this situation, even though I get it better.
Ooh, look at that. That's a great way to suicide.
It actually is. That's such a Wizzy thing to do, dude. In crews, but, you know, he does it in tournament. He does it on his last stock. He just believes in it. Yeah, he just...
I do it too.
Wow. Wizzy not punishing in like a very simple situation. I'm very surprised.
Ooh, look at that stomp.
That's
I like that stomp. That was an
yeah.
early down air, and he decided to go for the medius.
See, he didn't go for the knee. I bet he was at too high %. That was sick.
That was amazing.
That stomp was so smart.
Wow. Okay, Wizzy's
that stomp was so smart.
This stock right here is so important for the crew battle. Seriously.
Falcon actually can definitely struggle with certain. Johnny grab. That was sick.
Wait for it.
He's gonna. Ooh, yeah, Ginger.
Wow, that was amazing trade for Falco. Oh, what a drift!
Oh my, that was
Ginger.
a fraction of a second I think away from Ginger getting kneed and probably dying if he got hit.
Guys, Ginger winning that game. I don't know.
That's
Midwest
good.
chances are insane right now.
No.
Way better than 10-1 to start with. I think so.
Yeah.
They have counter pick advantage, Bobby. How many times did I tell you? It's huge.
I'm going to say yes, you're right. Now in this situation, this is a much better situation than they were in at the start of the crew battle, for sure.
Oh, of course.
The reason being, it's twofold. Also,
Wizzy's gone.
Yeah.
Wizzy's gone.
Right.
Didn't that guy take 11 stocks in another crew battle?
He did.
He's pretty good.
He's very good. He's very good. I think that it was not a good decision to send him in first.
Did you notice they stage struck to Fountain?
I did.
What do you think about that? Falcon main?
I think Wizzy's good there. Versus Falco, I understand, yeah. I could see not wanting to play on...
Wizzy is kind of good there. Johnny, I think, is, of course, known for it, but it kind of blows my mind why Wizzy would be good there. Because Fountain's the stage of, like, improvisation, where you kind of have to...
Yeah, he's made it more of a... He's
formulated...
He's built the scaffolding around Fountain Dreams. Now it's a Wizzy production line. Yeah, he got good at it in a totally different way. You're right. Your observation was correct. But he Wizzied it.
Fountain Dream is such an awesome stage. Best stage in the game.
So Marth players really like Fountain.
I just like how creative it is. You see combos there that you literally never see before.
Yeah.
Like at
They're
all
not
times.
possible on any of the other stages.
Amazing ledge cancels, really fun wave landing around, super precise. Not a lot of space to move around. I actually kind of wish if there was a big fountain with moving platforms, but bigger. Kind of wish that would also existed. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think if there were one thing that I would want to be added to any Melee HD, if it were ever made, would be a stage creator.
Oh gosh! If we were like StarCraft style,
a stage creator, and then we could run seasons and change out the neutrals.
Bobby. Yes, Bobby.
I think that would actually be
awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
Just because Melee is a game that's really, its bones are built for that kind of improv, and it's unfortunate that
we don't get to do that.
We're limited by, you know, the stages that are available and that are actually neutral.
I mean, that would be
fair-ish.
so sick. Let's just be honest.
No, I've thought about this for a long time. I would add
sick.
that and then some sort of training mode, but like, you know what's funny is that the community creating the training programs has been just so much better than anything that I think a developer can make.
It's probably the best trading mode in fighting games right now. Straight up.
It might be, I'm
all
not even
those
kidding.
event modes.
Not even from a bias standpoint. Like,
it
I
actually
think you might be right.
I don't know if
well, but that's the thing, right? The community really should be making the training stuff. Even in StarCraft, there were really cool little mods that would like help you get better at different things.
Because even if you're a developer, when you're making the game, you don't know all the advanced stuff they're going to come up with.
No.
So making it
you don't.
15 years after
it
the fact,
has to
obviously
be,
you're going to do a better job, right?
Right. Well, there you go. I mean, both things that we're saying is like let the players and the competitive community kind of put in time and energy to come up with stuff.
Yeah.
One is to build your own stage. Two would be build your own training.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if they made no other changes to the game and just released it as a straight port,
that
would
think
actually
that,
be, I think, ideal.
The stages thing would be crazy political.
Crazy political?
Yeah, because some stages are going to be better for other characters.
It absolutely would be.
You know?
It absolutely would be. But then you would just need some sort of, you know, we would just have to figure it out. Because there's no way that people wouldn't want to use it. That's the thing.
It's dope.
But it is true that like it would be better or worse for different players and different characters.
Yeah, and they'd be pissed.
But they would have to deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Smashers, not so good at dealing sometimes. Oh my God, was that? I was about to say, that could have been over in like 2 seconds.
Drunk Sloth. Every crew needs an ice climber.
They're wasting their FD IC's pick against a one-stock Falco.
They are.
Look, I don't know. I feel wrong for betting for Florida right now because I bet on the worst coaching of all time.
You just feel like their coaching is so deplorable.
So deplorable.
You don't even want to win with this caliber of coaching.
If they win, I don't think it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
If Midwest wins,
you would want to hand it back.
I would want to hand it back.
It's like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You get the golden ticket and you're like, not like this.
Not
this is the stupidest chocolate bar I've ever had. I don't even want it. I understand.
He took the stock, but couldn't they have used
they must have thought
FDICs
that,
better?
Like, well, maybe not, you know? Let's look at the other players.
Can't he get, I mean, are they worried about Duck against
Michael?
ICs?
Okay, that would have been better.
Why can't they do FD?
KGH, I get it. KGH, I get it, because
Page?
we just saw KGH destroy Chu.
Well, Absent Page is going in now. I mean, we'll see. I don't know what he thinks about the ICs matchup. So.
No, I think you're totally right, Blur.
There has to be a better
used
use
him better.
for FDICs.
They could have used him better, yeah.
There's got to be.
Could have used him better.
There's just got to
well,
be.
here's the real question. How will Drunk Sloth do against Absent Page here?
It's huge.
Because if he holds his own, then it's no big deal. But if he gets at all...
No, this match is huge. This is for counter pick advantage.
Yeah, it's big. agree.
Because it's a
You're right.
reset 4-stock to 4-stock.
Yeah, totally even.
Not a huge counter pick from Team Midwest, right? It's just a battlefield counter pick. So if Drunk Sloth wins here, we're looking at Florida in the lead again, right? Like with counter pick advantage.
Yeah.
Strong lead. And 1,200 watts left, right? Like,
But you would expect Absent Page to win here, right? Because Absent Page is the
better
better player.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't win, then that's big bad news
yes, exactly.
for our friends in Midwest.
But you know what the Ice Climbers do? They grab you by the mittens, with their mittens. And sometimes things don't go the way you want.
Yeah, if Absent Page loses, that's big. I don't know what else to say. It's super bad news.
Yeah, super bad news.
You should just expect to lose the crew battle.
Absent Page and Millie, if you look at that first one against Zane, hasn't really shown up for Cruz yet.
Cruz is totally different, actually. I really feel like Cruz is so strict because you really are not just playing for yourself. And for some players,
that's too much.
I mean, honestly, I feel like for me, I like Melee because I get to play for myself.
You like an individual sport. So some people love teams for the opposite
I get a little weird about team sports because I am very weird about like letting people down sort of thing. It gets in my head in a negative way.
I see.
So Absent Page might also be, you know, kind of like overly considerate in that way. I don't even know if it's overly, but it's just it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Who knows?
It's an important skill to have in life, though.
It is.
You know.
I like team activities, but I don't like them when they're. I don't like them like in a sports context, you know? Like if it were like quizzes.
Yeah.
A pub quiz team. Pub quiz, what do they call them? Quizzo?
When the stakes are low.
That's, well, yeah, when it's not execution based. I get weird about like execution stuff. I'm better at thinking. That's the point, Blur. I feel I'm better at thinking. You understand?
I feel you. I feel you. Right now, Absent Page is looking like he would rather be doing a pub quiz.
Yeah. I agree, Blur. You are right.
Jeez, he didn't hit a tech off a down throw.
This is not good news.
He just straight up didn't hit that tech.
Well, you know, he may not have
dude.
wanted to hit the tech. He may have felt like I'm going to get grabbed into wobbled or something.
Maybe,
I really don't know.
Maybe he was mashing so
this
hard.
Is,
oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Absent Page.
He's got to do the KJH. He's got to double jump
He's
forward
dead,
B.
dude. He's dead.
This is not
Midwest
good. This is horrible news.
In bad shape. Drunk Sloth is MVP right now.
So there you go. I mean, you're mad at Florida, but maybe they're geniuses. Oh, no.
Gosh.
Oh, Joey.
Oh my God. Actually, Joey was just as bad today. Oh gosh.
Joey. Could somebody clip that and send that to me, please, right away?
That was real bad.
It's just funny to see Fox, who's like, it's just so good.
It's invincible.
Upbeat downwards and like,
oh my
bang,
God.
like not even so close to the ledge. And he just like
smokes.
bumped his head and then. Oh man! After seeing so many up Bs that are just so annoying at how good the move is, it's nice to see it used that way.
I think Absent Page just wanted to be out of there, dude.
Oh man! Peace out,
Enough
homies.
with the pain, dude.
Peace out.
Oh boy.
Get me out of this world.
And all of a sudden, I think Midwest had such a good start.
They had a
They eliminated Wizzy. There was a wasted FD pick by Niceys. And now...
Thank you, the Blitz64 username checks out, as they say on Reddit.
What do you say?
It's just they say, like, you know, because Blitz is fast. It's just, he did it quickly.
I feel you. What happened? Oh, you're looking at the clip of it? Let me look at it.
Dude, look how far in he was. That's so funny. If only we had instant replay, you know, on, like, the whole stream. Oh, my God. You know, if only we could like show. That's actually, yeah, that's terrible.
Straight up, right? He bounced. He knocked his head out.
He bumped his head, and he's. Oh man.
Oh jeez. I think I think he was mashing too hard. Here's what happened. I just looked at it again.
I didn't think that he just didn't think he would die.
No,
from
he
that
got
angle.
blizzarded, and then he mashed so hard he jumped up bead, and then he was like, "What do I do?"
Yeah. I think that he thought, all right, this is the safest way. You know, I'll go down and away.
I'll go down and away, try to grab the ledge, do something with it. Because everything else sounds terrible.
That is.
And unfortunately.
That is funny.
You know, in a way, it's a good player suicide.
Wow. All right, well, here's KJH. Maybe they should have sent him in first. Well, that's not fair to say.
Let's see how it goes.
Not fair to say.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 20/20. You know.
Sometimes you get grabbed, man. Sometimes you get wobbled.
It's just, I mean, KJH just so ended Chu. You know. It's like, but I guess they were thinking, well, Absent will beat him, and then.
I don't know why they thought that.
You know.
I'm gonna be honest.
A lot of the time it ends up. Go ahead.
I was talking about why don't they save Drunksoft for Absent Page with the FD pick. That's what we were just talking about.
A lot of the times it just boils down to, you know, the whole crew's together and they're talking to each other, and then Absent Page just says, you know what, I think I can beat this guy. And then people are like, yeah, you do? And he's like, yeah, I got this.
And I think.
And then he goes in
Cruz,
and then.
That's always the way people lose.
Yeah. I agree.
You gotta have a coach. You gotta let the coach coach.
You totally cannot.
You gotta let the coach coach.
I totally agree. Unless everybody is like coach sophisticated, you know?
It has to be like
if you had a team of coaches, it would probably be okay.
Yeah, but you don't have a team of coaches. You have one coach.
The other thing is the person you should trust the least is the person saying the thing, you know? They are by far the most biased.
They're so super biased.
You don't know what they're thinking about. They're thinking about pre-Johns and post-Johns and trying to sell their own albums. Absent Page wanted his stock to go up.
It went down.
Well, he for sure wanted to go down as minimally as possible. Maybe he felt like nobody's going to blame him for losing to an Ices. I don't know. This is getting
meta. Oh, wait just a moment, though. KJH is destroying Drunksloth.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
This should have happened earlier.
You put him in first, and it's a better world.
That's what we would have.
Then you got Absent Page sitting on the bench. But I guess.
But this is keeping them in it, straight up.
Oh, that was a photo finish.
This is a big deal.
Yeah,
even though he loses that stock, like this
it's big, but
if he wins this stock right here, and it looks like he will, then it's only a one stock deficit. Not so bad.
No, it is bad.
Because it's plopping on your box.
Yeah. It's bad because you don't want. If Drunk Sloth at this point has taken 6 stocks, okay? Drunk Sloth has taken 6 stocks.
Can you repeat that for me?
Drunk Sloth has taken 6 stocks.
One more time.
Drunk Sloth taking 6 stocks.
That's a lot of stocks.
So pretty much, it's bad.
Yeah. Oh,
because now,
7 stocks.
Because
not 7 stocks.
Now the story is not in the number of stocks.
No!
The story is not in the number of stocks. The story is in who's on the bench, and who is taken and who is lost.
Oh my God! If he got down smash there.
Spacing.
Oh, geez. Okay, he got got. He got got.
Yeah, he got got. By a move that will get you.
Back air? Yeah,
back air will get you.
Get you every time. Unless you're marked.
So, yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
It's not a great situation.
It's because they have Hungry Box and Plup. Two
Plup,
of the best players in the world by very far.
I don't think Plup's played in Cruise yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're in this situation and Absent Page is still on the bench, even if KJH is down 1 extra stock, like, you're just in such a better position.
They're sending in Hungry Box against KJH?
Yeah.
Why? Instead of against Duck or Michael, I guess?
Well, why not send him in now? You assume he's going to clean him up.
Because why send the Puff against the Fox?
He's got the counter pick.
Send in H-Box against Duck.
Maybe they want to send in Plup against Duck. Why not?
Am I crazy here?
Plup knows Samus.
Plup does know Samus. I mean, he's good there.
Don't worry about it. They got to figure it out.
They got to figure it out.
I think this is a good idea.
I think this is fine. I think they'll be okay.
Plup, H-Box, Gatsu. Yeah, don't send in Gatsu. So it's either Plup or H-Box.
Yeah, and I'm saying...
You would send in Plup.
I think Plup is probably better.
All right, well, they send in H-Box.
I think either one is fine.
Maybe because you send in H-Box, if he wins, you can't send in Duck against him, right? So you got to send in Michael, and then they're thinking about it that way. What do you think about that?
I think this has the highest variance. You don't want a situation
where
KJ somehow takes 3 stocks here.
It's got higher variance. I'll give that to you.
When you're in a lead, you don't take high variance plays.
I suppose.
That's what I'm trying to say. That makes sense, right? I know it's Dreamland, though, I guess. I don't know. Either way, Florida is looking good. It is not, done yet for Midwest in the slightest.
I think in the slightest it is.
I think if Kalindi goes even here, he has to go even.
That's a big if.
That's a humongous if.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't write bigger ifs than that.
Well, you're basing it off of a... Anyway.
You're saying the...
Whatever, man. I don't even need to explain.
That's a good way to start it.
Oh, that SDI. Oh! All right, well, it could have been a bigger...
Kalindi's been playing Amazing Cruise all day.
Yeah, he definitely has. That's
a fact.
Is,
Right, didn't he take 3 against Drunk Sloth already?
Yeah. Yeah, and last crew battle, he ran through Chu.
Just ran through him. Like, he didn't exist.
Yeah, it was not good. Maybe he's just an Ice Climber's, like, ender.
Yeah.
Look at KJH
I don't
with
know
the
when
defense.
that happened. I've never thought of KJH as that guy. I don't know when that happened, but apparently he's amazing against ICs.
Made a funny tweet. Follow KJH on Twitter. I'll tell you that right now.
Whoa. See what I'm saying?
Down. Chase him down.
Bobby.
Right now I see it. Right now I see it, Blur.
I hate being right.
It's just a big if.
I mean, you know what makes life predictable?
God. See, this is what you do though, right? Because if say Hungrybox takes the next 2 stocks, you're not going to go back and say, oh, I was wrong. You'll just never say, oh, I was wrong.
Confirmation bias is what you're trying to accuse me of.
You have built a glass house of confirmation bias. You crystallized it and mass-produced it into enough glass to create a whole infrastructure around yourself.
Hey, you know how I paid for it, Bobby? Your $30.
Case in point.
Feels good, dude.
Hey, man, I bet it feels good. I wish that I could crystallize that stuff.
Oh, great. Oh, gosh.
Unfortunately, I live with the most fragile confirmation bias possible. I hunt my own bias. I hate bias.
I don't think you hunt your own bias at all.
I hunt my own bias.
I literally think that's the most ridiculous thing.
I hunt my own bias.
He's alive. He's got to take this stop.
As best I can. I don't win all the time. I mean, bias is tricky. Bias is one of the trickiest things. In fact, it's something that players, it's something that's hugely relevant in the game, like what you're able to see and what you're not.
Oh, gee. Okay, that's it.
All right, well,
that wraps it up.
Good start
Yeah.
for KJH, but unfortunately, that was a big if. We said it up front. It was a big if.
Doug Michael somehow have to outbeat H-Box Club.
So there you go,
and
coaching.
Gatsu.
I guess Hungrybox was saying, all right, I'll destroy him.
Well, I told you,
and
both
then,
are positive plays.
Yeah.
But this one had a variance, like
I agree with you.
A low % chance that he would do poorly, but it's still a
But then even
chance.
if that happened, maybe Plup was thinking, all right, well, I'll just have to take it.
What's the chances that Plup gets just destroyed by Kalindi in that match? I think like none.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very low. I would put it at. Both were very low, but one was fucked.
Pup-Ditto, baby! Woo! Let's buckle up. We're gonna have a wild ride.
You hunt for your own biases, Bobby?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Do you not see the irony in that statement?
The irony?
Yes. Did you not see back to back how you didn't hunt for your own bias?
No. What are you talking about?
You just said a sarcastic remark about Puff-Dittos.
Yeah, because they suck.
So how do you hunt your own biases?
No, I'm biased, but I know about it. The reason that I'm able to make the joke in the way that, in the tone that I
thought hunting is.
The reason that I'm able to make the joke in the tone that I make it in is because I'm aware of the bias in and of itself.
Hunting is searching for something and killing it. That's what hunting is.
Well, I search it and I capture it. I'm not big into killing.
You search it. You search for the animal.
I'm not big into killing.
And you keep it alive.
Yeah, I put it in a cage. I'm like building a zoo.
You're a zookeeper. Yeah.
That's correct.
And I don't like zoos.
Well,
it's not right.
I don't really think that you can kill your own biases for what it's worth.
I think
people can
change. People can change.
Yeah, you can change your behavior, but you don't change the. Anyway, don't worry about it, Blur. This is just too complicated for you. You stay in your house. Michael versus Hungrybox, and I don't know. Pup-Dittos could be cool.
Are you hunting?
I'm being serious.
I think you
they
just
can be cool.
I think you hunted.
Well, I'm just being serious. I think they can sometimes be cool, but more often than not, it's just, you know.
I mean, I think
I feel like it's easy to kind of drift out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like easy for your eyes to glaze over and be like,
as a viewer, I see it, but I also think that as a player, it's just so hard to play.
Yeah, as a player, I think it's very different.
It's an actual ridiculously hard matchup to play and win, you know? Winning this is so hard.
I don't think it's fun.
No, that's a different conversation. But winning this is
I guess
really,
it's fun
really
for some
hard.
people. Look at that up throw. What punish do you think you're going to get on that up throw?
You get damage.
Michael coming down with, I guess that was auto cancel there?
So far, it's not
it's
that
even.
bad, you know?
So far, it's even. Hungry Bucks took the first stock and got a little bit of extra credit, but not
Maybe
much.
this is what they should have done from the start. Just trade stock Hungry Bucks with Puff. Because how badly can you win Puff Dittos?
Wow. Maybe that's what Michael was, you know, kind of just sitting waiting for, you know? Maybe that was the strategy.
Remember when Toussaint at Summit won the first game?
I do.
That's pretty hype.
It was quite hype. I didn't think it was possible, but...
And then he lost the next 3.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty badly, yeah.
It's a heartbreaker. Because we want to see an upset.
Yeah.
As the Melee community, we love the upsets. We love the underdog stories.
Absolutely.
We're an underdog community. Making
Our whole
it happen.
community's underdog.
So of course we love underdog stories. You kidding me? It's in our heart and soul. It's in our DNA. You know what's funny? That all the gaming communities are all underdogs. They're just in larger contexts.
I don't think they're all underdogs.
They are.
How are they all underdogs?
Because people consider, like, the ultimate discussion at the end of the day is, like, video games aren't a sport. And so when you get to Fortnite, you know, or even the really big ones that are as close to as you're still the underdog. You're not the NFL. No matter how close we get, we're not there yet.
Can you answer me a question?
So Melee is an underdog to the FGC. FGC is an underdog compared to all the bigger games. All the bigger games are underdog compared to the biggest
This is the biggest chant, by the way, of the day. Michael fans are nuts. Have you ever been to the Midwest around Michael? They love him. They love him.
I like that. I like that they have a player that
they love him. He's probably the most popular player in the Midwest.
See, and you know what? Hey, man, some people are like, oh, well, people don't like XYZ because of the character they play. I don't think so. I think that depending on who you are and what your vibe is, and
Michael's a lovable guy.
You just got to be and I think most people are lovable. You just need to be yourself. Don't be whack.
Being whack's bad.
Just show who you are. See, you, Blur, with all of your flaws, you are exactly who you are, and people love you for exactly who you are.
Bobby, I hate when you give me compliments because
they
there's
love
always
you for
some
exactly who you
backhanded
are.
part to it.
Well, it's just because what's fascinating about you, Blur, is not what you're good at. It's how brazenly you fly the flags of what you're bad at. And you're smiling because you know it's true. You don't talk about the things that you're good at, in my opinion. You talk about the things that you're bad at, and you talk about them and you frame them in such a way that you make it seem like you're good at what you're actually not good at. And then people just love you for who you, because you're not going to change.
I agree with everything you just said.
Exactly. So I'm just saying that, you know.
You're very different than me. You talk about what you're good at.
Yes.
I talk specifically about what I'm bad at.
Yes. And I fly the flag of what I'm bad at, actually, but in a self-aware, self-critical way. I make a joke out of it. You make a joke out of it, but in a totally different way. Yeah. In a Blur way.
Yes.
What does Michael do?
Whoa, that was sick.
Finds the up air. That's what Michael does.
Hey, he just
I don't know what he does that makes people love him, but I love him already. Look at this guy. He's just playing Melee. He showed up in a gray T-shirt and a slightly darker gray pair of shorts.
Yes.
And he's playing Melee on the stage and showing us what he's made of. He's known for net play, you know what I mean? Playing with the best of all time and going even with a smile. He had a smile when he sat there the first time. He's got a smile now at 9:22 at night, okay? How can you not respect this man? I respect him.
Yeah, me too.
He's a gamer to his core.
And that is, aren't we all?
Aren't we all? You think Michael, 41 billion, apologizes for anything about himself?
I've never heard him say a word.
That's right. And you think he's apologized for not talking? No. That's who he is, take it or leave it. And that's, I think, what people love. I'm just going to tell you. That's my honest opinion. I've thought about this a lot, Blur.
He's so genuine.
People like genuineness.
Earnest.
People like earnestness. You know what they don't like? The opposite of that. What's that called?
He
picked Fox.
Picked
I don't
Fox
know if
from the beginning of the crew
what
battle?
the rules are. I swear to God. And if that's
be.
the case, maybe that's why he didn't play Abs and Page. I don't know.
Yeah, then everything just gets complicated.
Does anyone know?
Has he been Fox this whole time? I guess he has been, because you're character locked, so... I mean, really, unless they're breaking the rules and we got to teach you their whole team.
That's what I'm saying. What if he's breaking the rules?
By the way, this makes it way better for Midwest.
Does it?
Yeah, because he's not Sheik against Duck.
Isn't Duck the last player?
Yes, but
Isn't he in a bad spot? Like,
yeah, he's in a horrible spot, Bobby.
Okay.
But it's still better than Plum Sheik and then Gatsu Falcon.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not a good spot.
No.
Don't get me wrong. You're going to give me $15.
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
No, this is where you start to get into you know, 200, 300, 400 to 1 bets.
Yeah.
Like in this situation, I would bet maybe 400 to 1.
I would. You want to do that? I'll do that.
You would take a 400 to 1 bet?
I would. I would be the one.
That Duck's going to win?
No. That Florida's going to win. I'll take the $1. The free $1.
That's what I'm saying. You want to take that bet?
Absolutely. Give me
You want it
the
to be $1? Let's make it 5. What's 5 times 400?
I'd have to give you $2,000.
No, I'd have to give you $2,000.
What? No. I'm on the side that Plum's going to win.
No, I'm on that side.
Oh,
I'm saying the
then
odds that I would take.
I'm not going to take the side.
I understand, but I'm just telling you the amount of what the bet I would take would be. Is I think I'm going like 400 to 1. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to give you the number.
I understand.
Yeah.
Bobby.
And you're saying that you would probably go higher than that because you wouldn't even take that.
I think there is actually maybe no number I would take this situation. I think Duck is.
Well, no, you would take it on the other side, but
Yeah, I would
it's just
only
to
take the
determine
Florida
what,
side.
To
I would
determine
only
what
take the Florida side.
Okay.
There's no world where I take the Midwest side.
You're
You
saying
give
you would
me-
put your life savings up against $1. That's just foolish.
What?
What's the amount of your total life savings? Like what you're saying is that you would, if I bet you to any odds, then it would be infinite to 1, you know, not truly infinite, but whatever the number is,
The
of the
nonsense
total
you're
amount
speaking-
that you can afford.
The nonsense you're speaking tells me why I'm up $30 right
Oh
now.
my God!
Where's
no,
the brain on this guy, dude?
No.
Oh my
I've
God!
got the brain because I'm just.
What are you talking about?
You don't need. See, that's the thing. You're saying that I don't have the brain.
I only
when
go
in
with
fact
the eye.
I'm explaining to you
Okay.
things that you can't even comprehend.
Okay, maybe, but I judge with the eye, and the eye is better than whatever foolishness
I'm saying
you're
if I
talking
said
about.
to you, hey man, I want to make you a bet. If Duck wins this, I'll give you $1. If Duck loses, I'll give you $1. But if Duck wins, you have to give me everything that you own.
Everything I own, if Duck wins, yeah, I would do that. Because he's not winning, Bobby.
You want to do that?
I'll take the $1, yes. You want to give me $1, Bobby?
My
Because this is
word.
how it works.
I don't.
This is 100% certainty.
It's just the number of dollars that. Oh my God.
I enjoy
You're
$3.
just living your one life, and that's fine. It's a good bet if you think about it that way.
Yes, he's gonna. Dude, are you serious?
You really shouldn't bet your life savings on that, though. You don't know if Gatsu could get 4-stocked.
But Plump can't.
If Gatsu got 4-stocked by Duck, would you be so surprised? Would you
Yes.
give your life savings if that happened?
No, but if both happen back to back, yes.
So then you're basically, you're crazy.
Are you watching the match I'm watching?
I am watching
This is
the match,
why the
dude.
eye works, Bobby.
No.
You're in your head.
No.
I'm looking at the screen,
No.
and
No.
I'm seeing what's right
No.
before me. Duck is not winning this.
This is just the.
I guess some people just don't
This is
see
just
it.
the
Some people
the
just
bias
don't see it.
of the world.
Some people just don't see it.
You know. On the doers and not the thinkers. This is a world bias because the feedback loop is too fast. That's actually the problem. You don't even realize it. You
Bobby,
don't
I've
even realize
never
it,
in
dude.
my life I've been accused of being a doer.
You don't even
So-
realize it.
So the world's not biased for me.
Plup is super good, huh? Plup getting second last year at the Big House.
Plump's, yeah, very good.
What tournament did he win? He won a big tournament, right?
Plump?
Yeah.
Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis.
Genesis, that's the one.
That's the one that's hard to forget.
No, I know. I was just
No,
like,
I'm
well,
not-
it's not Evo,
No shame
right?
in the zone.
It wasn't Big House, but he did really well at Big House. Which one? But I didn't remember.
It's okay.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bobby, at this
Oh.
point, would you bet your life savings? If you wouldn't take it at this point, I actually...
I would take it. Not my life savings, but just because I am too risk averse to bet that amount. But the similar odds you know, maybe I would bet 10% of my life savings for, yeah, but I don't even care about the 10 cents at that point. That's the thing.
I love free 10 cents. I love winning.
See,
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
want a free dollar. Like no, I wouldn't take that bet. But that's for other reasons. I think the odds